son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You're mine. Begin. Check 50, check 50.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Yeah. Joker.
They run with Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Go, Mike. White down. 185. Hey, it's coming up. Ready to run. Let's go. I got you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Brown. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike, 53.
2nd and 9 now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack. Carr, catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey, exit. 58.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Check. 180.
Check. 55 to Mike.
Hey, watch the lane.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Bang, bang.
On second down, it's Hines. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Express. Hey, Haywood. What's up?
Shotgun now for Carr. This is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready? Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing on second down. Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Mike. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike.
I got it. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 53. 53.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carr now on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, we got 3 down. 59's Mike. Look at me. Zipper. Run. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Mike's 50.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Hey, we're good.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Equanimous St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And got his man complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
White down. White 85.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we go 37's the man. 734.
Throwing again. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Big grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
6-6, pull it high.
Check, 53 is mine. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check, crunch.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Go.
2nd and 1. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, echo. Yeah. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And an alley to run. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
93.
37's the money.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, we're going 37's the money.
Carr gonna throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now, 180.
Watch it, you guys. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 13. Check 13.
Low.
Check 43.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Carr. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
58, right over there, yeah.
Greystone, travel. Hey, high 7.
Come on. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Get it.
They begin with Henry.
That's it, huh?
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard
Five.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Go.
At the 23.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
45. Colts 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On second down, here's Henry. Oh, what a move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready, set. 53 is the mic. Coming. Now.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
90, that's it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll set up to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check three.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill. Smoke. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey.
Mike 53. Hey, here I come.
2nd and 2. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Protein spill.
They'll run on first down. Henry.
That's it, huh?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
66, Colts 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's get it.
White down. White 85.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Deuce right, Chief.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On third down, it's Hines. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check safety. Check safety.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 26. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.